if you have, if something doesn't feel challenging enough or too much, totally up to you. Again, I'm going to give you lots of options. So we're going to start with our tighter one. We're going to put our feet through, and we're going to have it sort of mid-calf, right? And then we're going to hold this one right here in the center. So starting with those elbows out, and we're going to do a little half step to the side while we do a tricep extension. So everything we're going to be doing is compound movement, upper and lower together, or upper and core, lower and core, things like that. So you always have the option to drop one of the bands or drop one of the rows and just do one at a time. Totally up to you. Watch me here. So my palms are out, elbows are up. As I step out to my right, your left, I'm going to extend through that elbow. So you can make it just a little step, half bend in the knees, or more of a squat. It's up to you. Push and step. So as you can tell, your arms are going to work pretty hard just by holding them up in this position. But as you extend, you're pushing out through that tricep. And as you get low for the legs, you're getting lots of hips and glutes. Let's go. 8, 7, elbows up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's relax our arms for a minute and just tap out in. Stay low in this leg too. Breathe. Good. Keep pushing. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. We're gonna do that same thing other side. March it up for just a second. Roll those shoulders. Grab again through here, keeping them up, shoulders back, so making sure it's not pulling us forward. Stepping out to the side with both. Here we go. Step out, extend. So out with the leg, push out with that arm. Stay steady with that other one, so you're not pulling them both to the side. Your stationary one is right at your chest. Elbow up with the shoulder. Breathe. Keep pushing. Step out. Get low in that squat if you can. Whew, so typically what's going to happen, last aid, is you're going to feel one a little more than the other. You'll definitely feel that heart pumping, so you're getting cardio too. 4 more right here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down right here. Tap out, tap. Good, low. Both legs are working, right? Squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Relax. Whoo, shake that out, right? Breathe. So I'm going to bring that band and I'm put it over just like this. And I'm going to do some little squeezes in my core. I'm pulling back as if I had rows, and I'm stepping back for the glutes. So watch me here, one side, squeeze and back, squeeze and back. Watch my arms. I'm pulling those elbows back as I push back for the glutes. Push out with the arms, pull back with the elbows. Breathe, core's in tight. Here we go. For 8, and squeeze. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Hold it here. Relax the arms. Lift and lower. Tap. Tap. Hold that core in here. Breathe. Tap. Little lift. Last 8. Both legs working. If you need to, hold onto a wall or a chair. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Shake that out, right? Woo. So we're going to stay with this. Same thing, sort of right at the wrist. Pull back and squeeze, so you're opening up, but also pulling those elbows back. Other leg, here we go. Push back and forward. Stationary leg in the front, into that heel. Bent knee, squeeze, and breathe. Squeeze back, yes. Last 8. Pull those shoulder blades in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Relax the arms and lift the leg up and down. So you're pushing through the resistance in that band. Glutes and hamstrings, core's pulled in tight into that front leg. Breathe. You got it. Excellent. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So shake that out. We're gonna reach down, we're gonna move that band up above our knees. Grab a quick sip of water if you need it. Again, you can tell when we're working upper and lower together, the heart is gonna stay pumping. A lot of things working. And breathe. Okay, so from here, we're gonna grab on again, just like we did when we did that extension. This time, we're going to hold down to one side, almost like a little pull down, like as if you had that pull down machine at the gym, as we step out and squat again. So lower body's doing the same thing as we did right at the beginning. Upper body, you're starting up top, squeeze and down. So here we go. Let's take it all on one side. Pull it down. Your other arm is just staying straight up and breathe. Squeeze down. If you can only get it this far, that's okay. If you can, pull that elbow down to your side. It's back and shoulders all together. And breathe. Here we go. For 8. Out. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Good. Hold it down right here. Pulse those knees out as you drop those hips as low as you can go. Rest your arms. Breathe. There we go. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it up slowly. Rest those arms. Same thing other side. Station your arm is straight up top. Moving arm is pulling down. Elbow behind if you can. Step out into
we can
that
do yachts
squat.
and we can do jets.
Ready.
We lunch.
Here we go.
This is still not over.
And squeeze. Yes. So notice this arm wants to come with it. We want to keep it up as much as we can. It's a little bit out in front of your body. That's going to help. Here we go. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Roll those shoulders. Breathe. Tap. And out. Okay. So, we forgot our pulses, right? Let's drop it down. Pulse it up right here. Drop those hips as low as you can go. Push those knees out. Squeeze. It looks like this from the side. Super low. Weight in heels. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it up, relax. Woo, right? All right, so watch me here. I'm gonna slide that band down onto my feet. So I'm gonna step on it, sort of right across my feet. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little lift. So it's gonna engage that deep core. It's gonna work the hip flexor. And I'm gonna grab my band just like this. So one hand here, pushing down and holding down, and this hand is coming up, so it's like a bicep curl. So I like to have it, depending on how tight that band is, either hip or down by your side. You're pulling across your body. Watch me here and down. So a little bit tricky, a little bit awkward, but what you're gonna feel, tension in the bicep, so this is working, tension in the hip flexor, but with both, a lot of core through the center. We won't do very many. And breathe. Here we go. 8, 7, 6. Leave your chest. That's really going to get that deep core working. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So as you can tell, that bicep is working on the pull, but tricep and back and shoulders are working just holding it down. So switch it to that other side, extension with the arm. So triceps, down low, pull up as the knee comes up. Again, I know a lot of this banded stuff is kind of awkward. It works your balance. Feel like you don't have a lot of range of motion, but you do. That resistance is really working. Breathe. And up. There we go. 8, 7, 6, off, grab a quick sip of water, and breathe. Okay, so breathe for just a second. We're gonna take it down to the mat. I'm actually gonna switch out my lighter band for a heavier one. If you have that option, if you have a bigger set, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, just bring 2 bands down to the mat. Okay, so we are down on the mat. So again, I switched to my heaviest set of bands, but that's totally up to you. So I am going to put my heavier band right over my feet, and I'm gonna put my lighter band right over my hands and wrists, right? So I'm gonna go ahead, it's gonna roll up, that's okay. Come down on to your back, and we're going to start just with a little bicycle. So we're gonna build these moves. So start here, pull those feet out to create a little bit of tension as you pull that deep core up and in, and I'm just gonna push one at a time. So what I want you to think about is not so much about the push out, but more about that pull in. So as you pull that knee into your chest, you're really gonna activate that deep core. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get my arms going with it. So a little bend, so it's kind of like a little biceps and a little push out. Don't worry too much about how that upper body looks. Just creating that tension, because I know might not feel like you're doing it exactly right. As long as you're getting a little push and pull, and I think it helps to kind of sync up the legs and the arms, you're gonna be working the upper body. Push those elbows out just a little bit and wrist out. You'll get that, but also all of this tension that we're creating in upper and lower is just adding to that tension in the core, so making our core work harder, right, which we love. I know you're feeling it. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So go ahead and bring those feet down and bring everything up. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the band with my hands. And watch me here. I'm gonna do a little lift of the knee from the ground, one at a time, then lift, breathe out as I push my arms out. So 2-parter, in and in, little crunch, inhale, exhale, breathe out, push out. In and in, push out with the band as I exhale and pull that deep core in. Bring knee up and up. Little crunch. Knee up, up. Again, we're getting upper body and lower body working as we move through the knees, through the arms pushing out. But the bigger thing we're feeling is that tension in the core. Last one. Up, up, and relax, right? So let's go ahead and bring that band up above the ankles. So we're here. Again, I'm gonna grab on here. I'm just gonna hold the tension this time, so keeping it in the tris, and I'm just gonna flex out, flex in with my feet, out and in. So it's outer thighs, glutes. You're gonna feel your core too, and breathe, breathe. And then watch me, I'm gonna pull down. So my elbows are coming down. If you don't feel your core enough, I think you should because we just worked it hard, you can drop those legs down, flex the feet, squeeze out, elbows down. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, right? We feel it all the way over. Let's go ahead and bring it down. We will give our core a little bit of a break, even though it's always working. And we're just gonna hold up top right here and watch me. I'm gonna lift, squeeze out with both, and down. Lift, squeeze out with both. So I'm pushing my knees down. I'm maintaining that tension. Little push out. My palms are in. Squeeze and down. Lift. Breathe. Lift. Over the head so you get that little stretch, but you can release that tension. Just keep those arms straight to get that stretch. Up, out. Yes. Up. So many things from this position. This is why we love this band. Especially when we work 2. 4 more. Here we go. 4, here. Just pulse out with those knees. Squeeze, right. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. Whew. All right, roll over onto your side. We're getting there, guys, I promise. So we're gonna stay on our knees. So it's going to be a little clamshell with a little side plank, and then we're gonna add a little lift at the top. So watch me. We're going everything up and down. So I'm holding this here. I'm pulling that elbow behind my body. I know it's a lot of things to think about. Feel free, if that feels like too much for your brain, just do one or the other, or separate them out. Pull up and squeeze, squeeze. And again, especially with the arms, don't worry too much. If you're getting a broad range of motion, it's probably gonna feel kind of small. Last 2. One more. And relax. Swing those legs around to the other side. I know that was a lot of things working. So we got the side plank, lift up in the clamshell. Just pull that up. Bottom hand is holding it down. Ready. Here we go. Up. Breathe. And down. And up. Yes. Squeeze. Squeeze. So many things working right. Last 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So we got hips and glutes, obliques and center core, back and triceps, right? Are your triceps burning? Okay, so watch me here. Real quick, I'm gonna slide at mid-calf one more time. I'm gonna put this over my elbows right here. Let's take it here. Pull everything in. Nice and tight. Watch me. I'm going to come up into that full plank position. So I'm going to lift up one at a time. Then I'm going to go out one at a time. So legs, legs and glutes, arms, arms. Again, it can be small range of motion. It's mostly core, but arms and shoulders, legs and glutes. 2, out. We're gonna lift, lift. As you get tired, really pull up and in the center. Lift, lift, out, out. 2 more each way. Up, up. Last one. Up, up. And relax. Ooh, I am feeling it. Roll those shoulders back. We're gonna bring that band above our knees. One last thing here. All right, we're gonna put our hands into the band and we're gonna take it flat. And breathe. And we're just gonna lift, pulse out, out, and out. So again, you're still doing that out, lift, pulse out as we did before, but you're not going as far as you did from that full plank. Let's go 2 more with the arms. If you're like me, your shoulders are burning. 1 more, up, out. Good. And then let's hold it up in that bear plank, and let's just do little taps out and in. Instead of that little squeeze, core is working, glutes and hamstrings are working. Breathe, breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. Right. Breathe. Roll those shoulders. Let's take everything off. You did it.